Blog Talk Radio.
Friday. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. And I'm very, 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 very excited because last weekend I went to one of the most awesome conferences of all time, known as the Dave Ramsey Smart Conference. Talking about it today on the TIVOMIKE Show. Live to take outside of Dave Ramsey Smart Conference. It's the TIVOMIKE Show, where sin is dumb, grace is king, and died of self, forsaking the place of YOLO as a life motto of choice. I'm your host, TIVOMIKE.
And I'm entertainment guru, Mike Warner. Thank you for joining us, Saints. We're so damn glad you're here.
Dave Ramsey starts every show saying live from the headquarters of Ramsey Solutions, it's the Dave Ramsey Show, where debt is dumb, cash is king, and a paid-off home mortgage has taken the place of the BMW as the status symbol of choice. Oh. And I want people to know that this was phenomenal. Now, I have been following Dave since BC, okay? At least that's how it feels. That's how long it feels like I'm a baby step too. Anyway, I know Dave. I know what he say. I know what he gonna say. I listen to the radio show. The people call in with their question. I already know how Dave's gonna answer. So imagine my surprise when I went to the Smart Conference.
Now, did he look like he looks in the
Yes, he does.
podcast?
And I was a few feet from Dave. That's all I needed.
Did you get a picture?
I could die a happy man. Let me tell you this. It was a sweet conference. I felt like I was at a concert because music, bazooka.
Whoa. Let me preface this for you guys. Mike would feel like he's at a concert at this type of conference for a couple of reasons.
Yes, I love
One,
Dave Ramsey.
He's been following Dave Ramsey for a while now. Two, Mike is the money man. Even when we didn't have money,
right?
Mike was the money man.
Yes.
You have to, in faith, right?
Right.
So he's always been in faith about his money.
Yes.
Now he's in his money, in faith for more money. So this money conference,
so good.
Or Smart Conference.
And only 30 minutes of it was money.
Yes, but that's all you needed.
No, 30 minutes.
Of course.
The event was life.
Oh.
I love, which is why I wanted to go. I think if it was just his financial piece, which he does, he used to do like full day things with the money. I probably would still go because I like that. But this was all life. So he had all these people. So I thought I knew everybody's story. Ken Coleman, Rachel Cruz, Dr. Meg Meeker, Dr. Henry Cloud, the author of Boundaries, a book that changed my life. Everybody was there. And I took pictures with everybody, okay, because I was doing that. Dave, I'll wait to see you, Dave, when I'm in
Tennessee?
Nashville, Tennessee. I walk up to him and I said hello. He said hello. When he was heading somewhere else. He didn't do what everybody else would take a picture.
Oh, okay.
That would shut down the event. I mean, he's freaking big. It's 6,200 people. Yeah. Everybody would have been in that line.
But it would take away from
everybody else.
The debt screen.
Right. He wants to let everybody else have their glory. Yeah. And so when I was at this event, let me tell you something. I thought I knew what I was going to get into. I am a nerd, and I know that.
So you own that.
Yeah, I own it. And so there's a guy named Jim Rohn who has a 4-hour seminar on YouTube, and it's just him on stage talking for 4 hours, and I watched it through 5 or 6 times.
Wow.
I mean, because I can just listen to someone talk about things that are about life and just write it down, and that's perfect. That's not what this was. They were boom, chicka boom, music, a live band, people, some guy, I don't know, you'd know him because they mentioned his name and I don't know, but he was some guy on The Voice. He won one of the seasons of The Voice, so he was there as the singer for the event. So they sang beginning, the end, and between all the breaks, they put like a full concert on every time they had a break. So that was exciting. Yeah. So I was like, okay, this is good. And some guy from The Voice. That's all I know. Not the people in the chair, people that you turn, whatever. Anyway, he won the thing. So what would happen is they would come out and they would be like, oh, and the next speaker is King Coleman, and the dude comes out, yeah, and it's Ken. I'm like, okay, I know Ken, whatever. Because when I listen to the Dave Ramsey show, sometimes Ken fills in for Dave when Dave's out counting his money, and I don't watch those episodes because Ken's not good at the show. Yeah. He needs to go do his thing, which is about career. No, Ken's the white guy. This was Ken Coleman. Oh, yeah. So I did see, yeah. I was like, I get what you're saying there. Yeah. And I thought I knew his story. Oh, he's going to talk. His shtick is about your career, doing what you're called to do. And I thought, again, because I listened to the show for 3 years, so I know what everybody's thing is. The talk it took it to another level. First of all, each of them talked for only 35 minutes. So each session was quick. Like it was like rock stars. They came out, they would do, boom, okay, y'all need to know this. Listen, bottom line is, y'all want more information about all these things, most of us have written a book about the thing. Go get the book, do what you got to do in life. But you need to know these 4 things. This is what really matters. This is how you take your life to the next level. Everything else is just dumb. You're just going to be dumb. Why do you want to be here and be dumb? Pay us money and be dumb? So stupid. It was like so real, like rock star status. And the speeches, they have a huge screen. So each person who came up had props that weaved beautifully in their stories. It's again, I don't like stories, and everybody has stories, and I loved the stories. Wow, me, you like the stories? I think this is coming with your maturity. No, I think it's just because they were good at the story. No, but I think the appreciation of the story is coming with the... Well, no, I know the Mike Jefferson who doesn't like stories. Yeah. And I won't forget... Do not like I forget who the church was you went to, but you went to a church, and they gave you, like... Remember, this one you were church... you were looking for a church. Right. And they gave you the why, but they gave you too much story to tell why they were the way they were. So they're telling you to live on scorched earth, but there was no, here's why we lived on scorched earth. Right. And you were like, I won't forget it, because you were just like, this guy's telling this story. And then they look, and he's got this car that was amazing, or this apartment, this house, or whatever, that was amazing. Was that the one in So how are you telling me... Yeah, you have to live like this. Yeah, you want me to get on the... Yes. I don't remember what church it was, but this probably had to be the one in Cranston when I first got here to college. Because you were just like... Yeah. You were like... Because I don't like when they... Don't... Listen, in the pulpit, you the highest ranking at the church, which means you're hopefully the highest paid at the church. Yeah. Don't talk to me about how to live simply. Yeah. I want to... Especially because he wasn't living simply at all. Right. So you're not. And who wants to live simply? I don't want to live simply. Actually, I do want to live simply, but I want to live great. Well, you come differently from living simply. Yeah. From the time and the people you've mentored with, the people you're watching and following, Jim Rohn, Dave Ramsey. Now you're simply, but they gave you the why. So even though it came with a story, the story's aligned. And the goal, it's mission-minded. Everyone else tends to talk about poverty or wealth based on poverty and wealth. I don't give a care whether if God keeps me poor all my life, who cares? If God makes me wealthy all my life, who cares? My thing is, what's my mission? I don't want to go to a church this church is about, we meet on Sundays. This church is, no, we meet on Saturdays because Isaiah 4:2 once said Saturday is better than Thursday. I don't give a care. What's the mission? Let's get to the heart of the mission. Yeah. So each person came up and gave story, and they had things on the stage and lights, and then the video in the background would illustrate their thing. They would have clips, and I was like, I was so mesmerized by each story. I walked away changed. And Dave was like, she would just keep going, you just got to change. Some people are like, well, I don't know how to, I'm not that type of person, I'm not wired this particular way. He would just go, change. You can just, whatever you had to do with them, just change. It's cool. God gave us the freedom to just change. I just loved it. Anyway, more when we come back. This is the TIVOMIKE Show.
remember being younger and people always telling me the decisions you make today will affect you for the rest of your life. And I'd just kind of nod and shrug it off. But the crazy thing is I'm starting to learn that they were right. I'm starting to see that when people said, show me your friends and I'll show you your future, that was real. Because now I look back and the dudes I used to roll with, they're all strung out or OD'd on pills. I'm starting to see that every choice today either makes or breaks tomorrow. And that life doesn't really give you redos and doesn't have sympathy for your sorrow. In fact, it likes to kick you when you're down. I remember being depressed in high school, but the funny thing is when I looked up, there was nobody around. My so-called friends weren't really my boys as soon as this world threw an attack. I learned that real friends aren't about what's said to your face, but what's said behind your back. You want to know who's really with you? Watch people's reaction to your success. It's funny because a lot of people will turn on you as soon as your better beats their best. I learned that with growing pain, sometimes you have to let go of old ways and take people out of your life. I learned that having negative people around you is sometimes more lethal than a double-edged knife. I surrounded myself with the wrong people and they started to bring me down. I wanted to get away, but I felt like I was stuck and all I could do was drown. But then I finally stopped making excuses and decided to be a man. I stopped worrying about what people thought about me and realized they just couldn't understand. I made a choice to stop listening to the people who told me I couldn't. I took those couldn'ts and turned them to coulds and coulds into cans, and now I'm 21 and I have over 10,000 fans because I learned that everything I needed didn't come from this world but the one called I am. I learned that a lion doesn't lose sleep over the opinion of sheep. I decided I was no longer going to believe I was a loser and that I wouldn't accept defeat. I decided I was going to be great and that nothing would slow me down. Now don't get me wrong, I fell many a times, but during that process I learned that growth comes from being knocked down. I fall down 7 times, but I stand up 8. See, without being knocked down, you never learn how to be great. Success can only come through failure, and it's never just fate. It's a grind and an everyday choice, and it's not something that you can fake. And I don't care what you come from, whether you have money or you're poor. Whether you grew up without a dad or maybe you're like me and life's got you knocked to the floor. It's time to get up and fight because we don't have hearts that are timid. I'm going to be a light in this dark world, and I really suggest you try not to dim it. I remember getting picked on in school, and man, no one knew the battles I was facing. I used to want to erase all those memories, but now I know the power in embracing, because all that hurt prepared me for this moment. And now I have no doubts, and I don't need your approval. Just give me a Bible and a mic, and I promise I'll own it. I'm putting the cross before me and the world behind. I don't do this for the popularity, and it's so much more than some stupid rhymes. My only mission is to save lost souls before we run out of time. And I'm a kid that came from a broken family and a single mom, and now I'm on my way to being a doctor and influencing a generation. And I'm telling you, all it takes is determination and patience and committing to greatness. And to the kids that have been told that you can, I promise you can. And the big man upstairs loves you, and I promise he has a plan. It's time to stop settling for ordinary. You deserve more than that. It's time to start making decisions today to get your life back on track. It's time to turn on that tunnel vision and let the haters fall back. No more listening to the people who said you couldn't, because now they're just one more reason you will. No more falling into peer pressure. There's more to life than a temporary high. Don't live it chasing a feel. Don't give up on your dreams and drown out the doubt. Don't be scared of the battles, and remember that sometimes to appreciate the rain, you have to walk through a drought. Find the beauty in the struggle and growth in the pain. Take pride in who you are and give yourself a name. We give 100% in all we do and will never be stopped. And there is only one place that we will finish, and that's on top.
Praise the Lord. Welcome back to the TIVOMIKE Show. We are the #1 and fastest growing pop culture infused Godcast in the nation.
Amen.
Our scripture of the day is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 14 in the Everyman's NIV version. It says,
"For lack of guidance, a nation falls, but victory is won through many advisors."
Tell it to the glory.
Even that went with the...
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
all the I saw 7 advisors.
And that's my question for you, right? So you went to this amazing event.
Yes.
Which 3 advisors spoke that spoke to you the most? So you received the message from the most of the 7.
That shockingly was Dr. Meg Meeker was #1. That
and
was
what was their
She talked about fathers.
Okay.
That was phenomenal. I cried so much. I was like, I have to stop crying so I can write the note. Oh, she was so annoyingly good. And again, and she came right out with story. Right away. And then what I liked is pop culture. She brought up pop culture clips.
Was there any Jack clips in the father talk?
No, thank God I wouldn't. Because I would have left there hating Kate. And it would have taken away from the whole event. The second was Chris Hogan, who again I'm shocked. Because, I mean, he's good, but retirement isn't any subject that gets me. I cried at that. And then the last...
at the retirement piece?
Yeah. The part I thought, I'll go get a pizza. I got to save money. Then when you old and can't hardly walk, you got some cash. Got it. No, it was phenomenal. Anyway, that was phenomenal. The third... Wow, that's tough. Because Dr. McLeod was really... No, the other guy... Les Parrott. Oh, that's so tough. I'm going to say Dr. Les Parrott.
Yeah.
Because he said how to fight. The right way to fight. It was good. I'm going to give the highlights in a moment from those. It's interesting because I had put on my notes as a 3. And of course, Dave Ramsey for, his talk was so...
I knew anything he would say would definitely speak to you.
Yes.
Because of your ability and the journey.
Yes. And it's all about...
But I wanted to know what you got from the support.
Yeah.
Because we know he's doing it.
Yeah. Yes. So and I didn't realize how much they doing it.
Okay.
And I came away, and he said it, because he waited to the end. He was the last speaker. He said, I put this together because I wanted people to learn from who I learned from. And it made sense because I was like, these people are phenomenal. I said, oh, they came from, you learned from them. Like, it was phenomenal.
So, in other words, they were probably the people he got to know on his way back up.
Yes, when he was going back up. Exactly. And that's the thing, because Jim Rohn, who has passed away, I think in 2008, at 79, he said something that was phenomenal years ago. He said, if you're going to be a millionaire, if you're going to get $1 million, it's best to become a millionaire first. And you're like, what? And he goes, because then the money doesn't matter. If you lose the money, you can get it right back because you're a millionaire.
Because you know how to do it, yeah.
Right. And that's why he goes, people who win lotteries, that's where they lose it. They didn't... The activity that got them to win is the same activity that's going to get them to lose it. They didn't become millionaires. And Dave was a millionaire.
Yeah, he became a millionaire.
And he did it the wrong way, through debt and everything else, but he still knew how to do what it was. So now his company's over $200 million. He knows what he's doing. Yeah. And he's on his way to billionaire. He didn't say it, but I know he's working his way to billionaire.
You've been dying to find out about this man's
money. He won't say it. Everything else he tells about his story, his wife, and their kids, and almost divorced. Talk about his checking account. In fact, one time Anthony O'Neill came on stage, and he said, I know, Dave, for you it's easy. You have $500,000 in the checking account or whatever. And then he goes on, and Dave takes him, he's so fast and quick with it. He goes, oh, my gosh, I hope there's more in there than that. I was like, yeah, he better have more than $500,000 in his checking account. That's his 3 to 6 months of expenses. So it was phenomenal. But the talk when we come back, I'll bring up is Dr. Meg Meeker, because hers was the most riveting. I'll end with Les Parrott. And then after the show, this won't be recorded, I'm going to talk with my friend Mike and give him the real heart and essence of this SMART conference. And for everybody else, you just need to go, and then you'll get it too. Otherwise, this is known as we're heading a break on the TIVOMIKE Show.
anxiously waiting for the return of hope, a hope and a fulfillment that will be restored upon us one day. You look in the mirror and all you see is yourself. Is that person ready? Do not let your heart be troubled or concerned, for what a glorious day will be when the Lord returns. In the meantime, prepare. There's no greater time than such a time as this. All of us, like sheep, have gone astray, but the Lord has caused the iniquities of us to fall on him. There is no greater love than the love between us and our God. He's coming for us. Are the people around you prepared? Are you prepared? Because ready or not, he's coming.
I found being lost to the war, shot me dead. I was lost and sad to the voices.
Welcome back to the TIVOMIKE Show. We're going to talk fast, man. Go. So, real quick, Meg Meeker. I'm just going to go by the notes here. And let me just say, the notes I'm getting ready to give here are their notes. What I like about what Dave does is it makes everything interactive because he doesn't want the audience to sitting there bored. So
that's good.
You have to, and he makes it short. People don't be sitting for a long time. I mean, as nice as everything is, you don't want to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got places to go, people to see. Or some people in the leftists do. They have people to do. You know what I mean? So
I can't.
Not their spouses even.
I can't.
So, Dr. Meg Meeker, she's the country's leading authority on parenting, teens, and children's health. She's been a pediatrician and all these things for over 30 years and has authored 6 books. So that's her context. So her note that's already in the book, because you get a little workbook, and then when they talk, because it's a story, and then they have clips, and then they have things on stage which illustrate their point, and this is how you then connect to a soul, and then they turn on a light. You're like, oh! Like, it's just so freaking emotional. Like, it's not, I thought it was going to be Jim Rohn, give a speech, and there'll be 8 speeches that are like hour long, and you just write, seminar. I thought seminar. This was like a rock star concert. And music, the whole flipping time. Lights and the light show. Anyway, so it was literally a concert. So if you go to a smart conference, they need to not call it a conference, they need to call it a concert. Anyway, being a hero dad, this was the subject. Number 1, our culture demeans fathers, and it makes them the butt of many jokes. And then she showed a clip of all these pop culture references on how dads are portrayed on TV. Research, though, real fact research, shows that fathers have a profound effect on their children. It clearly shows that the best way to increase a girl's self-esteem is to have her father give her physical affection. 2, all children are connected to their fathers and mothers by a need-based love, even if they don't know them well. That's key. Wow. And I can go for hours about the notes I wrote on that. 3, a child's identity is shaped by watching his parents for clues regarding what they believe about him. More is caught than taught. Whatever you say to kids don't matter as much as what they see you doing, and it affects how they believe you believe about them. Powerful.
Wow.
Number 4, mothers play a critical role in their children's relationship with their fathers. One of the best things they can do to help build a stronger relationship between their children and their father is to praise fathers more in front of the children. That's big. She really went in on the moms.
Well, you know why? Because they easily nitpick the little things.
Yes. Yeah, the nitpicking has to stop. And not just because we don't like it. Like, there's scientific impact on these kids that don't stay kids.
Yes.
That's the thing. People don't get how, it's so tragic. I mean, everybody was you can hear the pin drop. There's 6,000 people. Everything else is loud. We all have music. She's talking. And people were like, first of all, she came out swinging. Like, her first sentence, I won't even say it because y'all need to be there to see it. I'm not going to try to even be Meg. But she said one line right away. I was like, what the flip did she just say? And it shut everybody down.
Wow.
Because everybody's guilty. Well, she slammed you hard, and then she went on. So, number 5, and our kids are paying the price, by the way. Number 5, good parents ask the right questions. Rather than asking how many activities their kids should be in or what school they should go to, they ask how much time is my child spending with me. So it doesn't matter if they're on, because she gets a lot of questions from parents, how long should I let my kids be on social media or video games, and it's a timing. No, passes all that crap. So let me say this real quick because I'm running out of time. Dr. Les Parrott, Chris Hogan. Yeah, we'll get to Chris Hogan the other day, people. So Dr. Les Parrott says how to fight a good fight. This happens, he used the context of marriage, but it's anyone you care about, which is why I rewatched Better Call Saul last night, just to see the scene through another lens. And it helped me grow as who I was, how I treat people. So why we fight? Okay, number 1, perception. I'm fighting because of how it's perceived, how I perceived your action. Could be wrong or right, but it's how I perceived it triggers a fight. Number 2, men and women are different. Duh. Yeah. Right? So they see different things. So what to avoid when you're fighting? 4 things you avoid, not make sure you include, you avoid when you fight. Criticism, defensiveness, contempt, and stonewalling.
Oh.
And stonewalling is like men jump too quick.
Yes.
The women can stay in there. Men, as soon as you say something, we can jump right to stonewalling fast. Like, okay, whatever, I want to shut down. So, what you're supposed to say is this phrase, people, before we leave. You're supposed to say, in situation X, when you do Y, I feel Z. That's how you say your complaint. This is the TIVOMIKE Show.
They said all the best things in life are free. They're full of You gotta pay bills. Gotta save for retirement. What are you gonna do? Become a drug dealer? Sell your kidney? You gotta get real. TIVOMIKE can help you. TIVOMIKE's money coaching program will help make more Benjamins and less Jacksons. TIVOMIKE will help you deal with collectors, pay off debt, and get your life in order. Let TIVOMIKE show you the money. Visit TIVOMIKE.com/money right now. That's TIVOMIKE.com/money.
Oh, guys, so listen, TIVOMIKE had an amazing time at the Smart Money event.
A smart conference.
Smart event. The smart event.
Yeah.
As we can tell, it was far from a conference experience by all means.
Yes.
I think we got to look at the definition of the word conference. Maybe that's why people use it in so many different.
Yeah, the context is wrong.
There's something. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It does take away from it eventually.
Yes, because you're thinking it's one thing and you get another.
Yeah, so
pleasantly surprised.
I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I'm very happy to hear you got a lot from it because I know how important it was for you.
It changed my life. It really did. And I know people overuse that phrase, but it genuinely changed my life.
You don't use it that much stuff, so.
But that's good. And you know what really changed my life? Walking daily with Jesus. I love you, Saints.
As always, guys, subscribe on iTunes and Google Play. Subscribe to iTunes and Google Play. Be sure to rate us. Also, write us if you like us. If you don't, whatever.
Yeah.
Until next time, Saints. I'm Mike84 on Twitter. TIVOMIKE on Instagram, and our show, The TIVOMIKE Show, is on Facebook. Follow us, favorite us, retweet us. Hi, Saints. It's Mike Warner, associate producer and entertainment guru of the TIVOMIKE Show, and this half hour of our show is over. Feel free to join our 135 subscribers and check out our TIVOMIKE YouTube channel, where we have over 127,000 total views of show clips, full episodes, TIVOMIKE Soapbox, and more. All free, anytime, anywhere.